Hey guys, back in the garage again. Well, game plan for today. Got a new carburetor. I don't even want to show you the name of the carburetor just yet. All right, I'll show it to you in a minute because it's. I still chuckle every time I read it. What I want to do is I want to throw the carburetor on Lucky, and then after we throw the carburetor on there, fingers crossed it starts. If not, Glenn, get a 289 crate motor. Let's go. I'm only kidding, Glenn. It'll run. Glenn, you'll always hear me say Glenn because Glenn is the gentleman that owns Lucky. So what I want to do is I want to get the carburetor on, get it running, and then we'll just see, because we still have a timing issue with it. And once that's all said and done, I got to weld this bracket up over in here. There's a bracket that I had made. It's all cut up. I'll show you because this doesn't have the accessory holes. So I modified a bracket. I fabricated a bracket for my son's car, but his car had headers. And as soon as you put manifolds on, they're wider. It's a lot further apart. So I had to cut this off. I'll put the bracket in, and then I'll weld the extension on it. Something simple and neat, and that's it. Because this has got the double hump heads on it. This motor makes some pretty good power. It's a pretty good motor. So I want to get that done. As soon as that's all welded up, then we're going to put Lucky back up in the air to undercoat it, and then that's it. It's the end of the day because that stuff is just going to stink. And it's going to take me a little bit of time to do it. So, I figured towards the end of the day, that's when we'll do it. But I got a question to ask you guys. It's a lot, like sometimes I'll work and sometimes I'll stop, like now. And, sometimes I work while I'll talk while I'm working. And I had somebody send me a comment. And I can't tell you if, a gentleman or female, anything, it's just a comment. And one of the comments was, in the amount of time you spend talking and yapping, you could have got 7 things done. I'm like, okay. And then I get another comment. He's like, here's a thought, flap while working instead of working. So I'm like, all right. So now I got to ask you guys this, and please get back to me on the comments or something. And just, I'm not going to say who it is, but if you look back back a little bit, right at the beginning of the comments of the last video, you'll know who it is, and you know who you are. So it's like, I don't know how. Like, I know how to. I can't say I don't know how to take it. I know exactly how to take it, but I don't like to jump the gun on anything, because you could send a text, "I love you." I love you? You'll never get that, like, the real, I guess, meaning behind it. Or, you're a jerk. You're a jerk. See, there's just so many different ways that you could take that. So you take a look, just because, like I say, I'm a pretty good judge of character. I really am. For 25 years, I dealt with people that you wouldn't want living next door to you or riding on a train with you. So I could pick up very quickly on how somebody is and what they are. But I don't like to jump the gun. I always give everybody the benefit of the doubt. So take a look to see if I'm taking this in a negative way or if I'm taking it in a positive way. You let me know. Just go back and read the comments if you can and let me know and get back to me. Or just tell me what you think. Like, Al, you're making a big deal of this. And listen, you can't hurt my feelings. I'm like a crash dummy. You can't hurt my feelings. But I'm just curious on how to, if my instincts are correct. All right? So, take a look, tell me what you think, and then I'll have an idea. Okay? So with that being said, what do you say I show you this carburetor right over here? Sorry, I didn't mean to ramble or yap or, run my jaw or anything like that, but I just had to tell you guys. It's just something that, and I never even thought about it. It's just, I got like emails and I got texts and stuff, and I'm like, okay, because I don't take anything. You can't hurt my feelings. I'm like a crush to me. So, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to keep babbling on that. But check this out right here. Thunder Mingo. Yeah, I never heard of it. Never heard of this. And, well, it said it's high quality. It had good reviews. Here it is. It's not an exact replacement. This has got an electronic choke right over there. This bracket is supposed to hold the hose And I don't know if it's bent, but we'll have to straighten it out. But this is the carburetor right there. We'll see. Fingers crossed. It'll run. If not, Glenn, get a 289 crate motor. Now I'm only kidding. We'll get it running. But it's I think it's going to run pretty good. I think once we put the carburetor on here, it should run pretty good. So I'm going to drop this thing down. We're going to switch out the carburetor, and then hopefully it runs fine. If not, we'll figure it out. And then after that, I'm going to put it back up in the air because I'm going to want to undercoat the car as soon as we're done with this here. So let me set you guys up. Give me a second. Let's lower this thing down. Oh, you know, I meant to tell you guys. The gentleman that won that that welder, and he's like, Al, the first thing I'm going to use it on, it's like a, I don't know if it's like a tractor snowblower, like a pretty cool snowblower. You know, you drive, it sits inside, it's got a cabin, like. And he sent a picture of what it needed and how he fixed it and him using it. I'm going to show it to you on this video, if not the next video. It's actually pretty cool. And he was showing me the snow that he was, you know, using the machine on. And I was like, wow, that's a lot of snow. He's like, that's just a dusting. And I'm like, man, you know, it's a lot. I was, you know, I thought it was a lot of snow. But I'll show you the video. Hopefully I can dig it up. All right. Oh, here, let me get you guys over here. Put you guys right here. Get to our flashlight up on here. Put this back over here. There. Yeah, he sent me a picture of this tractor that he was using. Did a nice job. Nice job on it, Kurt. Uh-oh. Let's see. Oh boy, I hope this thing runs. I hope it runs. Only kidding, it's gonna run. Should run. Alright, what are we gonna need? A couple of things. Yeah, you see the way this right here? That bracket? The one that they have on there, there's no room for it to sit on in front like this. So we're gonna have to figure it out. But we'll get it. So a half inch. Let me grab a couple tools. I'll be right back. All right, I think I got all the tools we need. I just need to put them somewhere. All right. Wow. I gotta stop right here. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Alright, I gotta put this over the carburetor. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm so paranoid having an open carburetor like this. This goes back years ago when I was drag racing. And, oh, that's not what I wanted. Son of a gun. This goes back years ago when I was drag racing. I got into the track. I had my motor. You know, I had the air cleaner off the motor. And I was taking, I forgot what I was doing. But my buddy was in here with something, and he dropped a quarter down the carburetor. And I'm like, oh, don't touch it, because the butterflies, they weren't open. So I was able to get it out. And ever since that, I'm like, wow, that fast it could happen. So that's why I'm so paranoid. I'm always constantly throwing something. Oh, I got a story for you, too, on that, as a matter of fact. I bought, it was a 69 Nova. And I think I told you the story once before. 69 Nova. It was up for sale. Pretty looking car. So, you know, I got a hold of the guy, and I'm talking to him, and I'm like, well, what's wrong with it? He's like, it's got a really bad valve train noise. I'm like, no kidding. He's like, yeah, it needs a motor. I'm like, oh man. I'm like, you know, he wasn't far. He was probably about 20 minutes away. So I drive over to his house. Pretty car, and he's like, yeah. He's like, I can't believe it. He's like, it was running mint, and all of a sudden I got this very bad valve train rapping. I'm like, all right. I said, can you start it? He's like, yeah, might as well. The motor's no good. I'm like, all right. So he starts it up. You heard a clack, 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 clack. I told him, shut it off, shut it off. So he shuts the car off. I end up working out a deal. He's like, listen, I'd really love to just get rid of this car. I don't have the time to work on it or anything. So, excuse me, guys. Let me just scoot over here. So we ended up worked out a deal, and he gave me a really good deal on the car. He just wanted it gone. Because I guess he spent so much money on it, and he was just so discouraged with it. You know the story. You know, I think we're all guilty of it. And I end up bringing the thing home. Oh, so while I'm there, I'm sorry. So I tell him to shut the motor off. Squirrel. I tell him to shut the motor off. He shuts it off. So I'm looking at it. And I see there's the air cleaner with no stud. So I'm like, what happened to the stud for the air cleaner? He says, I don't know. It fell out. It didn't fall out. It fell in. It went down into the intake, and it actually got wedged. And luckily, it got wedged in between the intake. And the clacking you heard was the lifter coming up and trapping it on the bottom. So I bring the thing home, and I took the intake off it, and you saw it. There it was. There was the bolt, the threaded rod. So, you know, it's just I ended up taking the threaded rod out. I put the thing all back together. The thing ran like a clock. I couldn't believe how nice it ran. So that's my story. This right here. It fell right inside. So that's why I'm so paranoid. I'm constantly putting something over the intake. So which means I'll probably end up dropping something. Not in yours, Glenn. Don't worry. I'll be careful. As careful as I can. I'm hoping that. Oh, let's see how much gas comes out of here. It shouldn't be much. Well, then again, with this carburetor, it was letting gas in. It wasn't letting gas in. It was letting gas in. It wasn't letting gas in. So, I'll just disconnect this linkage. All right, don't lose. No, I definitely don't want to lose this. This has to. I don't want to lose that right there. That'll ruin the motor. What else we got going on over here? This has got to come off. Well, we got to move it over. All right. Oh, we got to take, let me see. I think we got that heat riser thing here. Oh, that's a head. What do I have? I need a 1/2 wrench. I'll be right back, guys. Stand back. Let's get this out of here. After I spent my time, too, on this and bending it around, thought I did a decent job on it. And now it's going away. Well, we tried. I'll get out of your way in 1 second, guys. I'm just taking this heat riser tube off, which goes to the choke, which I found out. I'm learning. All right, so that's done. That's out. Oh, we need this PVC. This hose right here, we got to take that out. But I want to split this because it's got like a spacer on it. Where can I put this? Right here. It's got like, from what I see here, let me show you guys. It's got like these 2 spaces or a spacer or something like that. I don't know what it is. If you can see down and see that. To me, it looks like 2 spacers right here and then the intake. But you would need it because it wouldn't clear the intake down over there. The linkage. So I'm hoping just to separate the top from the rest of them, put a new gasket on, and then set the new carburetor on. Game plan anyway, we'll see. And I'm thinking maybe, depending on how this is mounted, we might be able to get this one over here. I'm sorry. It just makes me laugh. I'm sorry. See, because we'll never get the hose in here. So I'm thinking if the other one has a deeper throat and it mounts the same way, it should mount the same way, I would imagine. We'll see. You know, I'd like to leave it like that because it's nice and neat. I mean, it could drop down below it, but it's nice sitting in a cradle. All right, I think that's it. I think it's all disconnected. I know it's got the vacuum hose there. Let's see if we can separate it here. Yep, there it goes. It moved. Right. Say, I don't want to. I don't want to bother the other gaskets if we can avoid it. Let's see. Let me get my small screwdriver. There we go. There we go. There we go. Let me get the back corner. If I can get in here. Oh, I can't. I cannot get in here. Oh, that's a tough one. Oh, I know what's holding it. The hose. We gotta get this hose off of here. I hate to. Oh, come on. I can pick it up and tilt it. No, no. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Oh, come on. Oh, I think this might work out. Okay. Yep, there we go. Normally this would be pouring out. Oh, that definitely needs a gasket. Yeah, we're gonna need a gasket on that one. Tore that right off of there. Look at that tiny little 2-barrel. Wow. Did you guys think this was a 4-barrel? Because Ford, their carburetors, they make them look like 4 barrels. It's a 2-barrel. Look at that. I'm going to scrape that away, throw the new carburetor on there. Hopefully the fuel fitting, excuse me, the fuel filter. We just put this filter on, so hopefully it's the same thread. We're going to take this off. If not, that Thundermingo, it kills me. It really does. It comes with this right here, so I'm hoping that filter is the same. But I don't know why I'm thinking. Oh, no, it might be the same. We'll see. Time will tell. All right. All right. Let's get this down in there. I don't want any of this gasket falling in there. Or anything else that's not supposed to fall in there. I'm telling you, I'm paranoid. I don't know why. Well, I know why, but. Yeah, I hope this runs good with this carburetor. Well, it definitely needed a carburetor. There's no doubt about that. I know that. I'm just hoping it desperately needed a carburetor. Because it was running a little. It was happy, then it wasn't happy. It was happy, then it wasn't happy. So I'm hoping this makes it really happy. Out. Do this. Could just cut it actually. Oh, coming off. Coming off. There we go. There it is. A little bit. All right, this is going to take forever. Here we go. Woo! I guess it didn't want to come out at all. But it did. We got it. Let me go see. Oh, I should have matched the other gasket up to this. Let me get the other gasket. Hold on. That's an interesting. Huh. Is that? Yeah, that's the one. Oh. And this is it. Wow. This doesn't have a. That doesn't have a vacuum leak. I don't know what will. That's an. It's like a spacer plate. For I guess for the throttle linkage, for the room that you need for the throttle linkage, and for the vacuum. But I mean, they could pull the vacuum out of the back of the manifold. That's I don't know. Like I say, I'm a first gen Camaro guy. Fords are new to me, so everything to me, this is all like brand new territory. But we're learning. We're definitely learning. What do you say we go grab the other carburetor and throw it on here? I'm still there. You know, it's going to take me a good day to get that out of my head. So I'm thinking, you know what? I'm just curious on this here. Let me grab the other carburetor, because if we could, well, we got to take the filter off anyway to see if it's the same. But let me see if I'm still chuckling. Let me see this. I just want to take a look to see if this is interchangeable. You see the difference? I can get my hand right in here. Now look at that. This comes out into this. This hangs out in front of it. Huh. Yeah, it looks like... No, it's not. It's not tapped. See, this would be tapped right here. For that. But it doesn't have this. So it doesn't... Oh, yeah, it does. They just didn't... Wait, it's got to be in there. No, yeah, it's there. They didn't tap it. This would have to be tapped. All right. We can still hook up that line that we had on here. Yeah, we can't use this. It would only have one screw holding it. That's not going to help. All right, we're going to put the line on the bottom then. Let's see. Well, it should be hanging there right now. Yeah, this line will have to come over. Oh, even at that, that's not even bad, actually. Once the air cleaner's on it, it shouldn't be bad. All right, so a little change here and there, but that's okay. Let me go grab that carburetor and we'll get ready, okay? All right. Let's throw Thunder Mingo on here. It's going to take me a day to get that chuckle out. It really is. I can't help it. It's just funny. See, I'm not... Well, this will work too, I guess. I can't... You know, maybe I'll just... There we go. We'll put it like that. I can't... It can't go too much because here's where the choke right here gets its power. So, maybe if I get it down a little more. Yeah, that'll work. Let's throw this back on here. And... It doesn't want to go... Oh, come on. Well, we're going to have to tap that. It just doesn't want to break through the gasket. There we go. All right, we got to drill that. I wish I would have known. I should have checked it off the carburetor. Well, I couldn't, actually. I guess I could have. Oh, let me put this clip back on, because I'll end up losing it. The problem is the alignment for this clip hole and this right here is off by like 1/8 of an inch. No, it's off by further than that, actually. I'm just trying to find a way now how I can use this without chopping up this throttle linkage. I'll show you what I'm doing in a second, guys. Sorry, it's just oh no, that's not gonna work either. All right, guys, we got to drill this. Actually, I'm gonna take that throttle linkage off. I'm gonna drill the throttle linkage. I'm gonna drill a hole through the center of it, and I'm gonna use a cotter pin, because this clip right here, let me show you. All right, this clip right here doesn't clear this hole right there for this to lock. How this works is the rod slides, this slides in here, in between here, and this rod slides through, it's supposed to slide through the hole, but you see where the hole is here? It's down here. This is here, and then this would lock down onto the bar, but none of it lines up. So I'm going to take that rod out. I'm going to drill a small little hole through it, put a cotter pin through it, and then use a cotter pin in a washer. It'll be the same thing. It'll still hold fine, but I always try to, if I can use the original, I try to. But give me a second. Let me just take that off and see what we can do with it. Alrighty. All right. I just want to stop and show you where we are. I just took out that throttle linkage. I'm going to drill it out the same way this has a little tiny hole in it for a cotter pin right there. I'm going to do one on that side right there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this grinder. I'm going to just grind the line this way, because it's going to want to walk back and forth. So if I scribe a line this way, the bit will stay right where it is, and it won't walk off either side. All right. So you know what? Let me grab the stand, because if you ever tried it, it's such a pain. I mean, I guess you could take like, I don't know. To me, I found that to be the easiest way. That gives me my line. I really need my glasses. Oh. Now, hopefully all we got to do is just, it'll catch. Oh yeah, we caught it. It's just whether we're going to be able to drill it all the way through it. Some strong steel. Wow. No wonder they don't pre-drill these. Ooh. All right, well, here we go. Woo! We got it. Wow. I'm not going to tell you it didn't fight. Wow. But it definitely fought. I went through 3-4 bits just to get through this here. So now we can set a washer and a cotter pin. Hold on. All right, let's go see if we can make this fit. I mean, it will fit. We just need a way to make it stay there. Oh, shoot. Guys, I'll be right back. I forgot my stand. I'm always forgetting it. I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. I think I'll come out here. This is taking me a lot longer than I thought. I think we're just going to get the carburetor on it, maybe get it started. I don't even know if we're going to get the undercoating done, and I really wanted to get that done. Well, let's see. You know what? I'll put you guys right here. Oh, wait. No, I got to put you over here, show you what I'm doing. All right, we got to put this back on, and hopefully we can get this back in here without too much trouble. There we go. So Let's open this cotter pin up a little bit. And that's that. Oh. Now we got. Now we're going to lose this factory clip. It's a bummer. I'll put it there. So I can lose it later. Oh, that would have been a bummer if that didn't fit, right? Woo! Oh, we gotta get this in here. If we can. Even with my glasses, I can't. No, this is terrible. It's terrible. Oh, there it is. No wonder I couldn't see it. It's right in front of me. I think we're really good, actually. Golden. We're golden. All right. Are we forgetting anything? Fuel line? I wonder if we could fill these fuel bowls up. From here? Yeah, we can. Yeah, so everything seems to be done. Unless I'm forgetting something. Unless you guys see something that I'm forgetting. I think we got it all. Oh. I think that's it. I mean, I know we have to hook up the choke, but that's just going to like the ignition. You know, when you bring power to the key, it just turns power to that. When you turn power off to the key, it turns power off to that. But it's pretty much done. That's the overflow vent right there to there. That's why I was curious to see, because it shows that as an overflow, which did make sense to me. Huh. I guess the vent, I should say. But I thought that these were the vents. I don't know. We're going to figure it out right now. But I looked at the directions. Tough to read, but it showed that as a vent. So let's see. Let me see if I can get some fuel in there. We'll see if it fires over. That'd be nice. If it ran, that'd be really nice. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to give this battery a little minute to charge, and we'll give it a whirl, because it's cranking a little slow, and I should have left the battery on a charge, and I didn't. So we'll see. We'll see how it works. Fingers crossed. All righty. Give me a second. You know what I'm thinking, guys? Well, this battery, we're waiting for this battery to charge. I really want to get this car undercoated. This way tomorrow we got a fresh plate, whether it be Sunday or Monday. Then I don't have to worry about the fumes, you know, dealing with that. So if we can get this undercoated today, tomorrow, hopefully the fumes won't be bad. We can work on getting that started, and my son can work on this right here. This way we can keep moving forward. Because you can't put the alternator in without that bracket that I have to modify. And it's just getting late, and it's a Saturday. I don't want to stay here too late. And I didn't think this carburetor was going to take this long, honestly. And then, you know, dopey me, I should have had the battery charged. You know, it had a charge, but it was cranking slow. I'm like, you know what? Let's just wait. And now I'm thinking, we're not going to waste time. Let's just close this. We'll put this carpet in the air so we can undercoat it. And then that's going to be the end of the day, because the fumes, like I say, it's going to be terrible. So, all right, hold on. Let me set you guys up, and let's get started. Whoa. Let me just check. All right, nothing in the way over here. Well, you know this thing's loud, so here we go. All right. You know I'm going to fast forward all of this because it's like watching paint dry. Let me set you up over here. Oh, I got to move those lights down there because I'm sure they're blinding to you right now. The one up in the corner there. Put it back over here. Oh, we got another one here. Let's see if we could put these in a spot where they'll help you guys see a little bit better. That's no place. All right, I think this will work. Okay, here we go. All right. Let's start from the front, work our way back. And we still, when we get the car back down on the ground, we got to take the wheels off and do the fender wells. So I figure while it's here, we'll get all this hard to reach area stuff. Okay, it's done. Woo! And it stinks. Hold on. We pretty much got all this in here. Not much to see. Not too much to see. Oh, hold on one second. You know what? Give me a second. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back, and it stinks in here. So we pretty much, it's all done underneath there. You saw it. It's hard to tell. I got it pretty good, I think. It took like 4 cans. Tomorrow, what I'm gonna do is before I drop it down, I'm just gonna check it again. And don't forget, we still gotta do out here. We gotta scrape that out. And all 4 corners. And then we got to put the splash guards in once that's done. That's why I left the splash guards out, so I'm able to get back in there. And that's pretty much it. You know, we got the carburetor on. We got it undercoated. The battery's charged now. And I just really need to get this done because it smells in here so bad that tomorrow now, hopefully tomorrow, if not tomorrow, Monday, I could come in, just weld that bracket up really quick. So my son that'll get my son going on this car to get this thing all ready I got to tell you, this car could be really close to starting very, very soon. And that wasn't even the plan. But I think if my son keeps working on it, he's going to get it pretty much close to getting it done. So that's pretty much it. And I want to see if we can get Lucky started tomorrow. Just the last laugh, all right? After this, I won't laugh anymore. Okay, we're going to get this right here. Domingo carburetor. It still brings a laugh to me. And keep in mind, I got this yesterday. The second I saw the box, I almost died. But we'll see. It had good reviews, so we'll see how it is. And that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna call it a day because the fumes are just so bad. But as always, I appreciate you guys watching, and you guys take care of yourselves and enjoy the rest of your weekend. And I hope to see you tomorrow.